Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for June 21, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in Colombia, the country is waiting with bated breath as the results of the Makerfield by-election are in, and Andy Burnham has won a decisive victory, taking almost 60% of the votes cast. This win has put pressure on British Prime Minister Keir Starmer to resign, and sources close to the matter indicate that he may announce a timetable for his resignation as soon as Monday. Secondly, we're examining the ongoing aftermath of Brexit, the United Kingdom's decision to leave the European Union. Recent polls show that nearly half of respondents now regret the decision and would like to see the UK rejoin the EU. The issue of immigration, particularly small boat crossings, remains a contentious topic, and the country continues to grapple with the economic and social implications of its departure from the European bloc. Lastly, in international news, we're monitoring the situation in Colombia, where the country is holding its breath as it waits for the outcome of the presidential election. However, our top story tonight is focused on the UK, where Prime Minister Keir Starmer's leadership is under threat, and the future of Brexit remains uncertain. And as always, we'll leave you with this: the AI Daily Press, your source for news, analysis, and insight. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. First, Ukraine has launched a series of strikes targeting fuel depots and transportation facilities in Crimea, resulting in significant disruptions to the region's energy supply. The situation on the ground is dire, with long lines of motorists waiting to refuel and reports of speculators selling gas at inflated prices. In other news, a state of emergency has been declared in Bolivia by President Rodrigo Paz in an effort to end weeks of anti-government protests. The protests were sparked by liberal economic reforms introduced by the conservative government, and demonstrators are demanding that President Paz abandon these reforms and step down. Finally, a tragic event occurred during a concert at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where a 51-year-old man fell to his death from an elevated surface inside the arena while attending a performance by the rock band Goose. The NYPD is investigating the circumstances surrounding the fall, and the band has expressed their deepest sympathy to everyone affected by the tragedy. We'll be providing updates on these developing stories as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we discussed the dawn of the Warsh era at the Federal Reserve, marked by bold moves and a return to traditional communication styles, reminiscent of Alan Greenspan's tenure. While this shift brings optimism, it also introduces uncertainty, particularly regarding inflation management and its impact on the economy. In other news, we previewed upcoming earnings reports from FedEx and Micron Technology, highlighting the significance of these releases for investors. The rise of e-commerce is expected to boost FedEx's performance, while Micron's prospects are tied to the rebound in memory chip demand, driven by data centers and cloud computing. Furthermore, we touched upon Amazon's Prime Day event, which promises to drive sales for the retail giant, and the core PCE report, set to provide insights into inflation trends. The Federal Reserve's stress test results for major U.S. lenders will also be closely watched for their implications on bank stocks. Lastly, we examined the performances of Acadia Realty Trust and Hoya Capital, with a focus on high-quality street-level retail assets and hidden gems across various asset classes. These stories emphasize the importance of due diligence and drawing one's own conclusions when making investment decisions, especially considering that past performance is not a guarantee of future results. As we navigate these developments, it's essential to stay informed and adapt to changing market conditions. We'll continue to provide in-depth analysis and updates to help you make smart investment decisions. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, Voyager Technologies has made a significant move by acquiring Astrobotic for up to $300 million, marking a strategic shift towards becoming a leading NASA contractor on the Moon. This acquisition brings under Voyager's umbrella Astrobotic's lander technology, and its Lunagrid solar power distribution system, crucial for powering a future moon base. Secondly, we're seeing significant advancements in lunar exploration, with private companies and space agencies around the world setting their sights on the moon. The quest for establishing a sustainable human presence on the lunar surface has gained momentum, driven by technological innovation and strategic partnerships like the one between Voyager and Astrobotic. Lastly, Catalyst Space Technologies is undertaking a remarkable rescue mission to save NASA's Swift spacecraft from burning up in Earth's atmosphere. With its robotic servicing spacecraft called Link, Catalyst aims to rendezvous with Swift, capture it, and raise it to a safer orbit. This mission has the potential to pave the way for a new era in space exploration, where aging satellites are not abandoned, but instead rescued, repaired, or upgraded in orbit. These developments highlight the rapid progress being made in space technology and the evolving landscape of partnerships and collaborations that are driving this progress. As we continue on this journey into the cosmos, it will be fascinating to see how these developments shape our future in space. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've had the opportunity to delve into several captivating stories across different sports landscapes. Firstly, we examined the Washington Commanders' challenges at the wide receiver position, where drops have been a significant concern during practices. Despite these issues, the team remains optimistic about their upcoming season, and fans are eagerly awaiting the debut of their new alternate uniform in 2026, which is a nod to their classic look. Next, we shifted our focus to the Los Angeles Rams, who are ambitious about their defensive capabilities. Safety Cam Curl expressed enthusiasm for the team's potential, citing off-season additions like Trent McDuffie and Myles Garrett as key factors that could make them one of the best defensive units in the league. While challenges lie ahead, including staying healthy and working seamlessly together, the Rams have a solid foundation with players like Byron Young and Myles Garrett. Lastly, we explored Michigan's athletic landscape, highlighting top men's basketball players since 2000, such as Tim Hardaway Jr. and Xavier Simpson, who have made significant contributions to their programs. We also discussed the Michigan State Spartans' future, where fans are divided on whether the athletic department will improve, decline, or remain stagnant over the next 2 years. The majority emphasized the importance of past success in their new athletic director, with some suggesting legendary figures like Tom Izzo as ideal candidates. These stories encapsulate the essence of sports, ambition, challenge, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. As we continue to navigate these complex and often tumultuous waters, one thing remains constant: the unwavering passion of fans and the dedication of athletes that make sports a captivating and unpredictable world. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we explored the world of online dating, focusing on eHarmony's unique approach to matchmaking. With its comprehensive compatibility quiz and commitment to transparency, eHarmony offers a refreshing change from superficial dating sites. While it may require a financial investment, the platform provides a compelling option for those seeking meaningful connections. Next, we delved into the world of food and culture, highlighting the story of a local restaurant in New Jersey that's bringing people together through its innovative approach to traditional cuisine. Unfortunately, the article was not provided, but I'm sure it would have been a fascinating exploration of how food can bridge cultural divides. Lastly, we took a journey across the Atlantic to Boston, Massachusetts, where the Scottish national team's supporters, the Tartan Army, descended upon the city, bringing with them a unique brand of enthusiasm and spirit. The electric atmosphere they created was palpable, and their presence served as a testament to the power of international friendship and the universal language of sports. These stories remind us that, even in our differences, we can find common ground and build bridges of friendship that span oceans and cultures. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got a quick recap of the latest news and entertainment for you tonight. First up, we celebrated the talents of Carrie Underwood and Michelle Randolph, who are making waves with their patriotic displays and captivating photo shoots. Then, Taylor Swift made history, once again with her new single, I Knew It, I Knew You, from the Toy Story soundtrack, breaking records and solidifying her position as a country pop icon. And just recently, we talked about Drake's incredible run on the Billboard 200 chart, surpassing Adele with 41 weeks at number 1. Although Taylor Swift is still leading the pack with 98 weeks, Drake is closing in on Morgan Wallen's record. But let's be real, folks. The Beatles are still the ones to beat with an impressive 132 weeks at number 1. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenborough.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we celebrated the remarkable story of the Hedgehog Highway, a network of connected gardens and green spaces in Britain, created by residents to provide a safe haven for these iconic creatures. This initiative is a testament to the impact of collective action in protecting biodiversity and reversing the decline of vulnerable species like the hedgehog. Next, we explored the city of Bradford's ambitious green plan, aiming to increase tree canopy cover, create more nature reserves, and provide additional green spaces for its residents. This initiative not only enhances biodiversity, but also contributes to the overall well-being of the community, demonstrating the importance of preserving natural environments for future generations. Lastly, we honored the spirit of environmental stewardship by showcasing the fascinating world of wildlife, particularly the incredible stories of animals that have adapted to thrive in unexpected urban environments. From hedgehogs navigating city streets to communities coming together to protect their local wildlife, these tales remind us of the importance of compassion, conservation, and collective action in safeguarding our planet's precious biodiversity. These stories serve as a powerful reminder that even small actions can make a significant difference when it comes to protecting our environment. As we continue to face the challenges of climate change and biodiversity loss, it's essential to recognize the potential for positive change when communities come together to preserve their natural environments. Good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenborough for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.